Hey guys, Asarai here, and this is what I've announced in some of the social medias. Big thanks to Riot Games for inviting me once again to test out the newest agent. She's Filipino, yeah, Neon. And it's perfect timing on the lobby. You are just zapping portals and stuff. So, interestingly enough, I need to find like people to play with to set a custom game, which is other content creators that were also invited. But since we might not have time, I decided to at least get a raw first impressions of her abilities now that I'm testing it out. And I'll just hop into a custom game and then we'll see how she is. So let's get it on. I guess we'll go at this with a running start. Hey. All right, so there's Neon. Quick little check of her abilities and the names. Fast lane. 2 energy lines forward on the ground extend a short distance or until they hit a surface. The lines rise into walls of static electricity that block vision and damage enemies passing through them. So I wonder if that block vision means something else other than the walls itself. Like if you go through the walls, will they concuss you or something? Or like create the short-sightedness with similar to like Omen's Paranoia. Relay bolt, instantly throw an energy bolt that bounces once upon hitting each surface. So that means that it's 2 explosions or, yeah, concussive blasts when it's on the ground. That's pretty cool. High gear is, I'm assuming, her sprint ability. Yep. Channel Neon's power for increased speed when charged. Alt fire to trigger an electric slide. Slide charge resets every 2 kills, similar to Jet's dash. And then her ultimate overdrive. Unleash Neon's full power and speed for a short duration. Fire to channel the power into a deadly lightning beam with high movement accuracy, both duration and slide reset on each kill. Get started with her first ability, which is Fast Lane. Oh wait, it's the biphase.
Move! Coming through!
Check it out. Again, as you saw in the trailer, it's literally just a long wall. But it does have unit collision or object collision. So I'm wondering how much we can exploit or take advantage of that in certain situations. Like, this one goes through a wall. What happens if we go, like, here? Hits it up. And if we line this up? Yeah, see? It does have wall collision in certain scenarios, but this is like my second time recording this, and I haven't like figured out too much of it, but you can see that there is some limitations to how well her wall can be. So you think that you can just make like a wall on a ramp or going through a site. If the site doesn't have a straight line, it might be very difficult for you to make that work. But this one, pretty solid from the looks of it. Just basically blocks so much. I'm only going to test out for Ascent. Probably won't go too hard on the sites here. Or on the other maps, excuse me. So I'll try to see how much you can actually see through here. Yeah, that basically covers everything. That's really strong.
This way.
So if you don't have like a proper sentinel, look at how much this just covers. And minor fact as well, usually visually we're all used to a lot of the abilities of other agents, but since hers looks so different, you might not be able to line up certain abilities or even your crosshair at certain distant angles if you're not careful about it. Like for example, she has her wall here, right? She throws it out. If you're going to be holding at this angle and you don't know where the headshot angle is for a certain location, or if you're hitting a wall, you might actually get like screwed over in your position because you're just going to give away where you're at, where you're hidden at, and you might have gotten a kill because you don't know where the wall is because her ability is just a bit too dazzling. So that's like probably one of my concerns about this one. But so far, it is just that ability. It's a straight ability that just allows you to block off vision of opponents and whatnot. This is Asteroid from the future. I just wanted to add to see the fast lane. What does it do when you're on high ground? Yeah, so as you can see, it still activates properly. So it just comes from higher to lower.
This way.
Yeah, this provides like a lot of playability for you because you can create nice cover with the walls playing with neon like this. So yeah, that's it. Let's go on to the next ability now for reals. List is Relay Bolt, which instantly throw an energy bolt that bounces once upon hitting each surface. The bolt electrifies the ground below with a concussive blast. So it doesn't say that it does damage, more of just it does a concussive blast. So breach blast is what you're probably thinking. Oops, sorry, activated my ghost there. Reason why I wanted to go for a site because I wanted to see how much it can cover on a certain site. Yeah, that looks like it covers a lot.
Watch out.
Yeah, somebody could just like go through that, or even what you could do is concuss, throw an ability, get a kill, because they'll either have to peek you out or just die by themselves. So that's really, really strong from what I could tell. Also, something that it did say is, as you saw as well, it does have a 1 bounce thing, so it does have 2 charges.
Watch out.
Again, as I mentioned, this is my second recording. I was trying to figure out how to relay all that information to you. As you can see, if it's too close to you, the bounce goes just wildly through the heavens. But the farther, I discovered, the farther away that you throw out the bounce, the more tame the second bounce or the second bolt comes out. But here's the thing. Okay, hang on.
Watch out.
Yeah, see, there's still somewhat of a bounce there.
Take this. Watch out.
Yeah, which is still pretty good, I'd say. But from what I could tell, if you're on higher elevation, the bounce goes up higher. So it does have to do with, I think, the properties of the bounce. Like, look at this. Like, this one just goes straight up. And then this one, even if you're farther away, still goes a pretty far direction. Also, to answer your questions, it also hits on people above you. Pretty cool. I wanted to check, though, if it also hits somebody on top of this box. So that would just mean, like, some strap. Oh, sorry. Not the ability. No. So it seems like there is a certain, like, distance on this thing. Like, for example, maybe this... wait. Okay, hang on. This box right here. Yeah, you could get stunned.
There.
The second floor, you could get stunned as well. So what I'm thinking is, while your opponent or while your teammates are running in, right? You could throw this out, bounces right there, and you can flush people maybe here and here if you angle it properly. I think like maybe here would be good, but you get my idea, right? I'm curious as well if it hits at least this one. So, for example, you're gonna be pushing. You cover that out, but you think that it's clear, but there's someone above. No. So there's a certain height limit to the relay bolt, but so far that's about it for the bolt itself. It's pretty self-explanatory. It goes through walls, is obvious. So even if you're like behind something, the bolt goes through from the looks of it. So you can arguably just throw it in a certain distance location, and then your opponent will have to try to fight you with there. And of course, being concussed, your fire rate is gonna suffer for a certain time. Anyways, that is the relay bolt. Let's go on to the next ability. Neon's probably iconic ability, and the only ability that you don't have to buy for, which is high gear. You always get this at the start of the round. It's basically her sprint ability. So you get increased speed, and then when charged, alt fire to trigger an electric slide. Slide charges resets every 2 kills. As you can see, there is those 2 markers on top of the boots. And I do want to just try out a couple of things. And one of those things is how fast is fast. So we're going to unpause the match timer. At 1:30, we're going to start running from here towards there without her ability. And then at 1:20 with her ability, like 1:10. Go. All All right, we'll see how far we can go to reach there. I'm not moving my mouse, only the W key, as you can see on the monitor here. And in about roughly 9 to 10 seconds, yeah, roughly 9 to 10 seconds, I was able to get from here to here. And again, if you're not jumping, if you're not stopped by other things, or yeah, there really isn't anything that stops the movement speed with elevation, with height, from what I can remember. So doesn't really matter. Now at 110, hopefully I can do it fast enough. I will try to use her sprint and then go through
There.
this other through the back to the wall. So let's go for it. So 1,
I'm
2.
out of here.
Okay. Let's see how fast it really is. Okay, about 7 seconds.
Running low.
So 7 seconds to get there. About 2-second difference. Not really a huge difference, but 2 seconds is big if people are just trying to mark you and try to time how far you can move. Now, again, there are some limitations as well that I can do for testing because I don't have somebody testing with me, like what the sound surfer abilities are in the ears of an opponent, to the ears of an opponent, if they can hear her sprint across the map, certain stuff like that. So it will be a bit difficult to limit test everything with just me, testing everything out. In any case, that's about it for that. Well, we could try out the other things. And I'll probably do one more test, which is to see how fast her charge meter actually goes. Because you saw a while ago, if you weren't looking down below, that it did seem a bit slow. We still have a minute on our clock, so we can probably use that. But for now,
Go,
I want to
go.
use her dash a little bit here. You can jump up, but the height of the jump is just about the same. Yeah.
Running low.
And then their dash. Their dash isn't that far as well.
Go, go, go.
But when you dash, from the looks of it,
Here
yeah,
we go.
it does seem to stop the charge or stop the use of the
Go,
meter.
go, go.
So there's an exit animation as well. Okay. So we will start the count at...
I'm out of here.
Okay, let's see. At 50, hopefully we can start it at 0. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's see. So for 50 seconds, we'll see how quickly the meter goes up to, let's say, 100. So we can see how many times we can actually use the dash, at least at full meter in each round. So I'm already at 20 seconds past,
30
and we're
seconds
already at
left.
30. It does seem that the charge on the meter takes a very long time. Moving or anything doesn't really do anything to the charge. Again, it doesn't say in the description, but it is kind of good to take note of that.
10 seconds
So we're
left.
at 40 seconds already, and we're only just about hitting 80. I'll stop this at maybe like 2 seconds. Yeah, okay. So from the looks of it, you probably need about, I'd say, a minute, 10 seconds to get a full charge on her meter there. So that's pretty interesting as well, because that would just mean that you can technically use it at the very start of the round, maybe get a full charge after a minute or so, and then you can still have another charge. So about, I'd say about realistically per round, if you're playing, it's about 1.5 meters that you can use for the entire game, at least if you're going to use the whole thing. So with that being said, that is, what's her again? The high gear ability for Neon. Next up, we're going to be looking at the ultimate. Is her ultimate Overdrive. So again, it is an ability that I believe resets her sprint. So we'll try to use
I'm
up
outta
all of
here.
her sprint meter and see if it goes back up to like 100. So basically, you can have 2 meters when she has her ult. Also, speaking of ults, it is a 7-charge ultimate. So no 6 ultimate agent for us right now, guys, unfortunately.
Here we go.
Here you go. So when you activate the ultimate, You immediately get yourself a full charge. It doesn't seem like you do get that slow when you're hitting your laser. Dashes seem to be
My ult's
infinite when you have the ultimate up. I could be wrong though. I need to double check that, but
There we go.
seems like you can keep using the dash without it deactivating. But your ultimate cannot be stopped. I'm pressing X, as you can see on the keyboard, and it's not stopping. I wanted to see if it's like a possible Sova ultimate or something. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Okay, so
There we go. My ult.
okay, that's pretty cool. So you can alternate swap from like weapon to weapon. So let me just see how fast it is. So I'm shooting right now. That is actually pretty fast. About, let's say, maybe 0.2, 0.3 seconds of switching.
There we go.
The weapon up first. And again, I'm just holding my left click right now. That is really cool. I'm very much excited to see how she can go about this. But, okay, yeah. All right. So here's the caveat. You see the swirling vortices or like the lines on
ready.
the side of the screens? That would probably signal that we have our sprint up and running or our sprint working. But
There we go.
if you have your ultimate up and then you switch to a weapon, you do not get the speed buff, or yeah, the speed buff. I do not know how much damage this thing does. Again, apologies for that.
My
But what
ult's
I
ready.
would want to know is
There we go.
how far the laser hits. Oh my gosh. We're making a line at the other side. That laser is hitting from corner to corner.
Almost out.
Okay,
My ult's ready.
that's also something. So you apparently have incredibly inaccurate recoil once you're yeah, you're literally just there, like jumping.
There we go.
Okay, so it can't reach that far. It's seemingly... Because here's the
Run and
thing.
low.
No, I can't shoot through walls. Alright, I was wondering if it can...
There
Can
we
it shoot through
go.
walls still?
My ult's ready.
No, I can't. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even go through this one. It just looks like it could, but it can't. So yeah, jumping makes the laser inaccurate. Shooting through walls doesn't really do anything because it's technically lightning.
There we
But it
go.
does have some
My ult's ready.
ridiculous range. Does have some very ridiculous range. So that's about it. Anyways, I'd like to thank again you guys for making everything possible. As a ender, let us just keep ending the phases and go through the rounds and see what
My ult's
the
ready.
voice lines of Neon are. So let's check it out.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Listen up. Kill them before they kill us. Switch it up, just for fun.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Tara na. Clock sticking.
Yes! Tara, clock sticking. I love that.
I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Charge and shoot. Easy enough. Let's go.
Well, that sounded like Jet.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Get ready. I go fast. Ah, break's over.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Remember, bullets hurt.
Oh, dude, I love how he says bullets hurt. So Filipino.
I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
That is awesome. All right, anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I know it took a very long time to finish this video, but I just wanted to just go with my unfiltered thoughts about Neon. I know a lot of people would have the faster version of this, but thanks, guys, for tuning in up until the very last. And hopefully we'll have more content for you. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Enjoy Neo when she comes out. Ciao and bye.